Hey guys, welcome to Tabletop Baseball. Had a little time, so I'm going to whip out another game here. As you can see, it's the 86 Mets at the 84 Tigers. And here are the up-to-date standings. Twins in first and Mets in first. Tigers, Mets. Tigers, one game out in the win column. In the American League, Mets need to hang on to that first place spot. They got basically a 3-game lead. So there you go. That's the updated look. And we're going to get right into it. The Mets, they're going basically, they're going to take advantage of the DH situation here. Playing in Detroit. They're going to give Gary Carter the night off behind the plate. But he is still going to play. He's going to DH. And Ed Hearn will catch. Sid Fernandez on the mound. He's 1-0. A 4.18 ERA. As for the Tigers, they've got their basically the same lineup they've been using, except for Garbe is going to be playing third, as in Barbaro Garbe. It's Milt Wilcox on the mound. He's 0-2 with a 4.44 ERA. So Mets trying to hang on first. Tigers trying to climb back up and get into second place. Steve Ryan, thanks for joining me. Good Braves win. It was a very good win by the Braves. It was. Very much so. Now, there's my dice, and I'm ready to go. Lenny Dykstra. Wilcox, he's a C pitcher. 31-9 is not good. It's not good against the C. That's a pop out to third. Here's up Wally Backman. 44-7 will be a single for Backman. Single to center field. Here's Keith Fernandez. 16-28. And Detroit is fielding one. And I don't believe, let me double check. Yeah, 28 is that is a fielding check there. Shortstop is still going to be fielding one. It's a fielder's choice. 6-4. Fernandez reaches on the fielder's choice, brings up Darryl Strawberry. And 36, a 33 will be a pop out to third base. So the Mets leave one stranded. Bottom of the first. Sweet Lou Whitaker, 22. A 7 will be a single, leadoff single for Whitaker. And that was a doubles. Keeping track of doubles. There's Alan Trammell. And Tram is going to hit away. 45, that's going to be a walk. As Sid Fernandez, not the greatest of control. Hello, John M. So here's Kurt Gibson. You got runners at first and second, nobody out on 11. And that is a single. Runner scores, other to third. So quickly, Detroit up 1-0. Trammell moves to third. Gibson, he's a D stealer. You got to have 1 or 2 out. So he won't be stealing at the moment. He's first and third, nobody out. Here's Lance Parrish. 43-29, first and third. And New York's fielding 2 out of first, runner second. Other holds. It is a 1-1-3. But second and third now. Here's Darrell Evans. Maybe you walk Darrell Evans here, load him up for Chet Lemon. I think they're going to pitch to Evans. Wow, and they escape danger at 35. 35 is going to be that is actually going to be a walk. That's when the control issues come in. The W rears its ugly head and its base is loaded. So they kind of intentionally or intentionally walked Evans. Oh my goodness. Chet Lemon makes them pay. Grand slam for Chet Lemon. Detroit Rock City. 5 runs in the first. And 1 out. Wow, Sid Fernandez not doing so well here. He's got 1 out, bases clear. That's the good news. 32 of 26 for Herndon. And he'll ground it out to second. See if he can get through the first inning at least. There's Bergman. 25. And he'll fly it out to center. Maybe he's supposed to drop to a C there, but I'm not going to drop him. 5-run first for Detroit. Good news. Bad news is only the first inning. Second inning, actually. Here's Gary Carter DHing tonight. 44, that is an 8. That's a single. Leadoff single. Here's Mookie. Wilcox strikes him out. I didn't keep track of my doubles. Thanks for reminding me, John M. I think it was just 1 more doubles, I think. 3 doubles in a row. Start a master game. I turn a marathon. Yeah, it very well might. So here's Ray Knight, 2 down. I think it was just that other, yeah, 1 other double there, that home run. 12 to 25 for Ray Knight. And Wilcox is no X, so it's a ground out to second base. Nothing doing for the Mets. Actually, that's only 2 outs. What am I doing? Ed Hearn. Ed Hearn will bat. Sorry, Ed. You know, Detroit started running off the field, thought that was 3 outs. And had to call them back out. 15 and 8. There's a single. Runner on first. Which, by the way, what was that roll on Knight? What was that? Steve, was that a 28? John? It was a 26, wasn't it? 26? So it's a fielder's choice. It was a 26 fielder's choice, so it's a 4-6. You guys are doing your own thing, I get it. Fielder's choice, I believe, for Ray Knight. So Ed Hearn, 25. An 8. Runner on first. Single runner to third. First and third, 2 down. Here's Santana. 36, 33. It's going to be a pop out to second base. So that does it. That already put the 0 up there because I thought that was 3 out. That's why it's already up there. Here we go. There's a look at it. Barbaro Garbe. Detroit almost batted around. There's another double, 0. And another double, 55. That's a home run for Garbe. And I forgot to take Fernandez out. Let's see. 2 more doubles. El Cid, he's done. He is done. Done. Need a long reliever here. Looks like Randy Newman. Or Neiman. Randy Neiman. Or Rick Anderson. Could do Rick Anderson. They're going to do Rick Anderson. He started 5 games. They thought they'd let Sid go back out for the second, and bad decision. Bad decision. 6-0 now, Detroit. There's Sweet Lou, 34, flies it out to center. And there's Trammell, 26. Grounds it out to second base. It's all right. So 2 down. Here's Kurt Gibson, 43, 29. It's going to be a ground ball back to Anderson, who flips it over to Keith Hernandez for the out. Another run for Detroit. 6-0. Top of the order, 24, Dykstra will strike out. Wally Backman, 56. A 34 is going to be another strikeout. Milt Wilcox, 25. That's going to be a ground out to second base. 3 up, 3 down. Milt Wilcox pitching his rear off so far. Bottom of the third, Lance Parrish. And Lance Parrish gets a double. Good for him. That was another double. As in double on the dice. Doubles. Lead off double. Darrell Evans, 14 to 30. It's going to be a fly out to left field. Runner holds. There's Chet Lemon. Homered. Grand slam in the first. 21 is a 32, and it's going to be a fly out to right field. And the runner holds. No, actually, F goes to third, but Parrish, he's not an F. Why am I even looking? 53, a 16. 16 could be interesting. Let's check center field or Dykstra. So it's fielding 2. Single to center, runners out at home, batter to second. Well, okay. Herndon gets a single, but it's an 8-2 here. Dykstra gets thrown out. That ends the inning. And Detroit, or the Mets, put up a 0. Darryl Strawberry. A 26 is a ground out to first, second base. 1 away. Here's Gary Carter. Singled his first time up. Gonna fly out to left field. And here's Mookie. Struck him out. Mookie Wilson struck out second time today. It's not really like him. I don't think he strikes out that much, does he? There's Bergman. Another doubles for Detroit. 43. And that is a single. D Steeler, and he's in 17. Nah, he's not stealing. Barbaro Garbe. He is going to... What's he going to do? He's going to bunt. 24, strike 1. And another double. Wow. 51, that's going to be a good bunt. Sorry, Barbaro, but yeah, I called the bunt. You got a hold of it. The statistician, Brian Cleveland, Cesaro. Thank you guys for stopping by. Detroit route. Detroit's rocking the city tonight. 54-32. Runner on second. Flies out to right field. An F runner goes to third. He's not an F. And there's Alan Trammell. Another doubles, 22-7. That'll score the run. Single for Trammell and RBI. Another double. 7 doubles so far for the Tigers. 29. Runner on first, going to be a ground out. Actually, no, it is going to be a ground out. Anderson does not have a Y. It's ground ball back to Anderson. Flips to Fernandez for the out. Another run though, 7-0 Detroit. And there's Ray Knight. 42. A 22. Is that hit by pitch? Nope. Runner on first, it's a hit by pitch. And it's a 3-1. Put out. Ed Hearn, the catcher for this evening. 24. Struck him out. He is 1 for 2. Rafael Santana. 0 for 1. 61. 24. It's going to be a ground out to short. That'll end it. Bottom of 5. And here's Lance Parrish. He's 1 for 2. Doubled. Ooh, 63. Flies it out to left. But he got thrown out at home plate by Dykstra. And there's Evans, 43. It's going to be a ground ball back to Anderson again. A little dribbler. Handles, no problem. Chet Lemon, 15. And he will fly it out to Lenny Dykstra. Nails catches it on the run. Top of the 6th we go. Wilcox. This is his fatigue inning. 41. Dykstra will ground it out to short. And Wally Backman. 1 for 2. 35. That's not a single. That's a pop out. 9 is a pop out to third. And there's Keith Hernandez, 26. That's going to be a ground out to second base. Milt Wilcox putting up the zeros. Now, a C pitcher's 6 consecutive innings, he drops to a B. Or rises to a B. So he is a B pitcher now. Milt Wilcox has upgraded. And here's Herndon, 42, struck him out. Anderson gets him. Swinging at that slider. Bergman, another doubles. And take advantage of it. Another doubles, and it's gone. Another home run for the Tigers. Home run number 3. Another slow, that's 2 more doubles. They're up to 9. And I don't have anything for the Mets, unless I missed one. There's Garbe, another doubles, good grief. 16, that'll be a double. Doubles and a double. 10 doubles to none. And there's an up. Good grief, man. 0 for Whitaker. Scared me there. I thought it was going to be another 66, 62. That's another double. Back-to-back doubles. And I'm giving Whitaker all those. They should be up here. That's 11 doubles. That was an RBI. That was an RBI for Sweet Lou. I'll put that there. And they're going to go to the bullpen. I've had enough of Anderson. Oh, let's see here. Rick Aguilera. He has not pitched much. Not a straight up reliever, but in this situation, he's coming in. Alan Trammell. Another doubles for Detroit, and that's a double on the doubles. That's three doubles in a row. I'm running out of room because I was stupid and put those up down there. I'm gonna move those up. I'm gonna wipe this out, get it corrected. And we'll move Sweet Lou's RBI down to where it should be. Wow, okay. Kirk Gibson up the plate now. Home run, double, double, double. .56, struck him out. 2 down. There's Lance Parrish. Look at there. Another. That's his second 11 he's gotten, but it's only a double. That is 4 doubles in the inning and a home run. Darrell Evans, 54, flies it out to right field. I didn't mark a double down there. Flies it out to right. That ends it. Finally, mercifully, for the Mets. They are getting shellacked. 11-0. Milt Wilcox, now a B pitcher, will continue on. Here in the 7th inning. Strawberry's going to draw a leadoff walk. And Gary Carter, 43. And a 29 is going to be a Y as a strikeout. Milt Wilcox has got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Ks. One out, one on. Mookie, 25. It's an 11. Single runner to third. Batter possibly steals. He's a C stealer. Down by 19 runs. Only went behind by 1. Well, after the 6, behind by 1, tied or ahead by any number. What about behind by, what is it? No, 11. Doesn't go up that high. 9, 10, 11. 11 zip. First and third. 34. 31. Fly out to center field. And let's check here. 31, center fielder. Chet Lemon, he's 1 scores. So how about that? They sacrifice fly for Ray Knight. Strawberry trots home. They don't really care. They let him go. 2 down. Here's Ed Hearn. 24. Runner on first. Would be double play, but it's going to be a ground out to short. Mets get on the board. Down 10 now, 11-1. There's Chet Lemon. He's homered and flew out twice. 54-32. Flies out to right field. Larry Herndon, 16-28. Grounds it out to short. 2 down. Here's Dave Bergman. He's 2 for 3. 44, another doubles. That's going to be a single. (16-20). You had 6 double rolls in the first inning. Wow, that's crazy. 16. 28. 28 runner on first. You ground out to short. All right, Brian, we'll see you later. Thanks for stopping in. Did you get in on my my other fantasy league? If you're not already gone, you might be. All right, top of the 8th inning, Milt Wilcox. Hanging tough, pitching his best outing of the year. As he's 0-2 with a 4.44 ERA. 45, Santana. Another leadoff walk, though. Maybe tiring a bit. Hey, James Barr. Thanks for stopping by, man. Detroit's up. They're up by 10 runs, 11-1. 51 is a 10 for Dykstra. Runner on first. Single to right. Runner to third. And Dykstra, he's a D stealer. Down by 10 runs. I doubt they're stealing. Nope. First and third. We're going to give Wilcox a chance. One more batter. He can go one more. He's at 135 pitches. 63, a 31. There's a first and third. Flies out to center. One scores. So another sac fly. Backman with a sac. Scores Santana. And it's 10-2. That is now Wilcox. He'll stay in. Runner on first. 45 for Hernandez. That's going to be a walk. And Milt the Wilcox. He is done. He is done. It's going to be Doug Bear. Doug Bear coming in. And he's a B pitcher for Strawberry. First and second, one out. 35-14. And that is a walk. Change pitchers. First batter, walk. Bases loaded. Here's Gary Carter. He's 1 for 3. And another 45 is going to be another walk. That walks in a run. And bases still loaded. Here's Mookie. 63. 31. It's going to be a fly out to center. And runners will have to hold. Because Chet Lemon is a fielding 1. So 2 down, still bases loaded. Here's Ray Knight. 16-28. Playing back, of course. 2 outs. And we'll call it a 6-3. 2 runs for the Mets. 11-3 now. 11-3, bottom of the 8th inning. Sweet Lou, 14-30, flies out to left. Trammell, there's a single. More doubles. More doubles. That's 15 doubles for Detroit and 0 for New York. Kirk Gibson. So yeah, sometimes it helps to roll doubles. 26. Struck him out. 2 down. Here's Lance Parrish. He has gotten double. He's gotten 11 2 times tonight. 16's a 28. It's going to be a ground out to what? It's actually fielder's choice, but 6-3. He went to first with it. So that ends it. Doug Bear going to try to finish the game out. Give Detroit's bullpen a little rest. Top of the ninth. Ed Hearn. And there's some doubles. Unless I missed one. They might have missed one. And again, doubles. A home run for Ed Hearn. Got the starting nod tonight. Gave Gary Carter a night off. Behind the plate anyway. But Gary said, I'm not coming completely out. Let's take advantage of this DH situation and let me DH. 63-31 is going to be a fly out to center for Santana. There's one out. Here's Dykstra. 51's a 10. That's a single. Single to center for Nails. One out, one on. Wally Backman. Wow, that was close. 35. It's going to be a foul out to the catcher. So 2 down, here's Fernandez. Down to their final out, 53 and 19. He gets more 53s than anybody. 19. And a 19 is a, let's see, check on the third baseman. Uh-oh, that's Garbe. He's a fielding 3. Single runner to second. Hernandez squeezes a single out of it past the infield. First and second. 2 down. Here's Darryl Strawberry. Let's see here. Doug Bear. He is well, this is his second inning of work. He's now a D pitcher. Darryl Strawberry. Doesn't matter. 41-26. First and second. And he pops it up. Pops it out to second base. That's the ball game. Little infield pop-up for Darryl Strawberry ends it. They pick up 1. And so 11-4. Detroit wins it. Hits for the Tiger, or from the Mets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Looks like 8 hits. I don't think there was any errors. I don't remember writing down an error anywhere for either team. Detroit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15, and they had 4 doubles in these, what was that, 7th? 6th inning. A home run and 4 doubles. So Detroit, let's see, Wilcox, the winner. No save. Loser, Fernandez. As he only went 1 inning. Came back out for the second and promptly gave up a home run to Barbaro Garbe. All right, James, we'll check you later. Let's see here, updated standings. Tigers, they win that one. 11-9 now. Look out. Right behind the Indians. And Mets lose. I'll just make that an 8. You guys have all done that before. 12-8 for the Mets. 11-9 for the Tigers. So, I mean, National League, That is that's a little interesting there. I mean, Cardinals, yeah, they just lost. They lost this afternoon to the Braves. But they're still one win behind in the win column. I mean, these teams just keep beating up on each other, so that's kind of the way it is. Who's going to emerge? I don't know. We'll see. Billy Bean would be proud. Okay. Why? Because of all the... I'm not sure. Not sure. Couldn't find a search league option. Oh, okay. I think he's already gone, isn't he? Brian? Let's see. All right, guys. Yep, that's going to end this one. Next one up. And that's all for these two teams in this little 2-day stretch. It's just a one-gamer. So they'll both have a day off. Actually, Gary Carter's going to get 2 days off from catching anyway. Next one up, 5-3. 5-3. Indians at the A's. Cleveland at Oakland. Cleveland at Oakland. Now the A's actually have a winning record at home. They're 5-4. If I remember right, they're 5-4 at home. So, for whatever that's worth. You had Detroit in this one, you are right. If you had Detroit, you won money. Because they probably covered. So you guys, I thank you all for watching. Let's do it again sometime. Jonathan, James, David, Brian. And let's see, go up here. John M. And I lost the statistician, of course. Cesaro, Steve Ryan. All you guys, thank you so much for stopping in tonight. Too much Tigers tonight, that's right. Too much. They jumped out a bit early and never looked back. Started tiring there at the end, I think, but Wilcox did anyway. That's going to end it. All right, guys. I will be back tomorrow with the Apba 66ers doubleheader. Not sure who they're playing. I'm going to figure that out right now. And I'll put it out tomorrow sometime, tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow during the day. I'll tweet it out, who they're playing, if it really matters to you. So you guys, until then, till tomorrow, you take care and God bless.